Hey everyone, my name is ProSkills323 and today I'm gonna talk about was it too soon for UI to be reintroduced to the plot in the manga. And before I'm gonna explain my reasoning, here's a brief recap about the latest manga chapter. Goku finally arrives at Earth after finishing his training with mirrors. He apologizes to Krillin for being that late because that's a habit of him. He wastes no time to fight who's left and right, and also he demolished Moro's henchmen and protected his friends. As the chapter was going on, Moro was continuously giving that one soldier that gave Unit 7 trouble energy to the point where even Goku stepped in and said stop. And Moro says, I will stop if you show me that technique when you arrived at Earth. So Goku had no choice but to display Ultra Instinct Omen, or Sign in that case. What do I think about the manga chapter in general? I think it's pretty good, and if I were to rate it, it would be 7.5 at minimal and 8 at maximal. But I don't think you hear on my thoughts on the manga, but rather you hear on whether that was too soon for UI to be introduced to the plot, or was it the perfect timing. But what do I think about it in general? In my opinion, I think it was a little bit too soon to reintroduce UI into the plot again. There are a few reasons as to why I believe that way or feel that way. Number one was, we saw UI in the Terminal Power, which was 2 arcs before this current arc. Number two, aside from thinking into the director playing with the colors, we could also assume that we could maybe be that Goku was trying to tap that power. The reason as to why I believe that, after the Broly movie, or in the first chapter of Galactic Patrol Saga, Goku saying that ever since Terminal Power, I have never ever tapped into UI, and he didn't say that power, that kind of technique and power, and we don't need that. We're kind of saying always improvements, or that stuff that we do always say. And also number three, years teach to go to such a short time on being tapping or from what we have seen currently. Does that mean that years is a better teacher? Well, I don't think that Mirrors is a better teacher than Weeks, but I think it could be that Weeks don't want to break that rule, so he decided to keep that is the case. So let me know what you think about it. And also my last reason as to why I think that it was too soon for UI to be introduced again into the plot. What would be next if UI, or let's say if we ever see Master UI or UI in general, because I think that at this point we should call the black-haired form Sign or Omen, or whatever you want, and the white-haired form should be called Ultra Instinct, because Goku can't keep that form too long, so therefore I don't think that we should call that form mastered. So without okay, where was I again? I was saying, then at this point, what should the next transformation would be? Should it be base form, or should it be more like we're gonna have this transformation, or we're gonna get, I don't know, Super Saiyan 4, but hopefully we don't get none of these. It would be nice to see Goku and Vegeta tapping into that into Super Saiyan Blue or Ultra Instinct or whatever Vegeta is gonna achieve in this arc, in base form. Because I think at this point, no matter how much or no matter how many colors or how many transformation we're gonna use in the future, there isn't something that I think that would top UI in terms of power, or somewhat in power, aside if you're gonna say Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan. But it's kind of debunked in the manga, because my mirror stated that Super Saiyan taps into rage, and UI, well, it's opposite of rage. So I don't think that it would be possible for that transformation to happen. But what do you think in general? Sorry if it wasn't exactly a clear answer. I mean, I was kind of re-uploading the same thing, or not re-uploading but re-recording the same thing over and over again, to the point where I got tired. And hopefully this is you got that answer to what was it too soon or not? Because in my opinion, in order to summarize this, well, it's a bit too soon. I think that the transformation should have been introduced, maybe, let's say, after this arc, which I hope the next arc will be End of Z, because at this point, no matter how many arcs we go to in the future, or in the future will be introduced, before End of Z, I don't think that it would be as great, or as it would be a lot more weirder, if you ask me. Well, I may explain this in the future, hopefully, but let me know what you think, and also make sure to subscribe if you want, and also dislike if you want, or like, and see you in the future.